If we don't get justice, if we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice, if we don't get no justice, all day, all night.
Miguel Medina.
What, do you work at the Marriott?
I do. I'm going on 15 years.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a banquet houseman. I do the setup and breakdown for the events.
And why do you think the Marriott is refusing to agree to your demands?
Because they know if they give us something, later on we will ask for more. And it's not like we're asking for a lot. We're only asking for what we deserve. The reason Marriott is successful is because of all of us. We're the ones that make Marriott successful. So we deserve a little bit more because we live in a city that we can't afford to live in the city. Even though we work in the city, we cannot afford to live in the city.
You live in the city?
I do, born and raised.
And how do you live? I mean, with the prices and everything.
Me and my wife, we both have to work 2 jobs, and we still have trouble sometimes paying the bills. You know, especially around this time, a lot of our union brothers and sisters will have to go out and look for a second job because the holidays are coming around, the business is going down, so we have no choice. We have to go out. Some of us have to look for 3 jobs. 2 is not enough sometimes.
And if you have a family, how can you have a life when you're working 2 or 3 jobs?
My wife, she always tells me, we need to work, but it's not the most important. Family is the most important. I wish I had time to spend with my children every day instead of going to 2 jobs. I leave in the morning, my kids are still asleep. I come back at night, my kids are already sleeping. I cannot see them unless Saturday or Sunday. It's not enough.
And this hotel for a long time fought the union. They did not want a union.
They fought and they fought and they fought, but eventually the people will win. And the people will always win. We must be united.
So you say that you can build unity, you can beat this big company. This is a big company worldwide.
They're the biggest now. They just bought out Starwood, so now they're the biggest. So we're gonna show everybody all over the world that we can take on the biggest and we can beat them.
San Francisco should beware.
Lisa Correa. So there was a gala for AFLAC, in which, of course, the president of AFLAC attended with his
What's AFLAC?
AFLAC is the company right now. They have a convention scheduled with the Marriott, and last night's gala dinner, the president's wife's purse and cell phone was stolen from the gala last night.
What does that say about who's running this hotel?
Well, you know, we're not in there. They have day laborers. They're recruiting folks that are on application. You know, they do a smart app and they sign up. They're not screening folks. They're just bringing in anyone from the street just to have a body in there. And yeah, that's the result of us being out here. If, you know, that would have never happened if the workers were in there.
The service is really going down.
Service has suffered, and a contact of AFLAC, there's a group of contacts that set the whole thing up and running the program. He had to bus his own table and had to bus the table next to him. Yeah, so it's, you know, I mean, it's sad to hear, but, you know, it's definitely a result of Marriott not negotiating with us.
What kind of work do you do?
I am a banquet server. I should have been in there serving a dinner, of which Marriott management, there's not enough of them to cover us, so they had to turn the gala dinner into a buffet. So women dressed up with beautiful ball gowns, husbands, and, you know, men dressed up in tuxedos had to go through a buffet dinner instead of a sit down.
How long have you worked for Marriott?
I've worked for Marriott 29 years.
Long time.
Yes.
They also fought the union for a long time?
Oh, yes, they did, and I was part of that organizing.
What happened in that?
Well, we went out on a 2-day strike then, and, you know, it took a boycott for Marriott to really just open their eyes and, want to get serious with us. And we were able to attain a contract as a result.
And there are other hotel workers in San Francisco. How many hotels are out here?
Yes, we are 7 out in the street, and we have Oakland who joined us today, and San Jose as well.
So this solidarity of hotel workers, it seems like it's spreading nationally and internationally.
It is a national campaign, and we believe that with this hotel being the largest chain in the world, our employment with the Marriott, one job should be enough. This is my employer, and we should not have to go out and get second and third jobs in order to support our families.
And how does a hotel worker survive in San Francisco in the Bay Area at this point?
Well, most of us can't. I commute 39 miles. I have to tack 3 hours to my day just to come to work.
What does it do for your families and if you're on the road all the time?
Well, it's very difficult. It's it's a hardship as far as being able to spend time with your family and your spouses when you have to tack 3 hours on BART or carpool or driving.
And the disparity of wealth in San Francisco. You've got these billionaires, millionaires, and yet the people that work here are barely surviving.
Yeah, the working class, unfortunately, is under attack, with corporate America, and it's happening all across the U.S., unfortunately. But, this is really more than just a strike with the Marriott. It is a movement for the working class.
You think you're going to be successful?
I believe, yes, we are. We are very energized out here in the picket line, and we're out here for the long haul.
No peace. No control. No peace. No control. No peace. No control.
My name is Carlos Santamaria. I'm a member of Local 2, and also I work for Marriott Marqui.
How long have you worked here?
I'm working here for 29 years already, yes.
I've talked to a lot of workers, long time at this hotel.
Yeah, we've been fighting for a while here. We start negotiation in June with the company, right? And since then, there were no serious issues that put it on the table regarding our benefits. We're fighting here to protect our benefits. We're fighting here to get protection on our job security. Those are key issues for us. We demand the hotel to negotiate in good faith.
They fought the union for a long time here, didn't they?
Yes, this hotel opened in '89, and since then members want to be represented by the union. So it was a long fight, about 7 years, to bring the union into the hotel to represent the workers.
And this company, Marriott, had bought Starwood. It's a rich company. It has hotels all over the world, yet they say they can't afford a decent contract?
Exactly, that's what it is. A Marriott company, very recently, they acquired Starwood hotels, which is about 7 more hotels around. So right now, the company, Marriott company, is the largest in the world in hotels. And yet, they have on the tables issues that is against the workers. Like, for example, they proposing a short shift of 3 hours for workers. That is very hard for people who already living in the city and they have a hard time to pay the rent. Imagine that people now coming from the East Bay, for example, that they had to commute and they had to pay transportation, which is very expensive now, and just to come to work for 3 hours a shift, that is not acceptable.
And what kind of work do you do?
I work for banquet server. I've been 29 years already doing that.
Is there much solidarity here? Are most of the workers out?
Oh yes, there are a lot of solidarity, including from local engineering that also they're working inside, and yesterday they walk out to be solidarity with us. And they will be also from other companies like the Hilton, Hyatt workers that it will come and support. So other unions will come and support too our fight, because this fight is about the labor, it's about workers' right.
So this is all workers, not just about hotel workers?
No, this is all workers, yet, but we right now negotiating only with the Marriott company. But yes, this contract is about citywide contract.
Are you crying? Are you union?
Yeah.
Why are you crossing Pickering?
There's a second gate for people who are working not for Marriott. We're not working for Marriott.
The union could still say you shouldn't be working. It's a sanctioned picket line in San Francisco Labor Council.
We called our hall and they said that because it's two gates, it's okay to work.
Which hall?
Local 6.
Raul,
And Raul, what kind of work do you do?
I started in a storeroom, general storeroom, the hotel,
How long have you worked for Marriott?
like 12 years.
12 years. You like your job?
I like it very much. I like it to work in the company, but the part is so sad because they don't want to give us the most important benefits for all the employees.
What kind of benefits are you fighting for?
They increase our salary because this city is too expensive to live here in San Francisco. It's very expensive.
You have to be a millionaire?
No, but we looking for to live a decent. You know.
And how do you survive in San Francisco working as a hotel worker?
Also, we share the apartments with a few people, you know, because we can afford to pay $3,000 monthly.
It's out of control.
It is.
And do you have a lot of solidarity here? Or are most of the workers on strike here?
It's most of them they are here in the streets.
They feel the same way.
They know for why we are fighting.
And were you here when they were trying to organize a hotel?
It's other hotels in the city, yes.
What do you think about all the hotel workers at Marriott going out together? You think it's good that everyone's together?
They are 7 more that are here in the city. They're in the same. They're in the strike. Same right now.
So that's power.
Oakland, it is. Oakland start today. And Boston is there. There are 7 more. And Hawaii very soon.
So you feel that the union has to unify all hotel workers to fight these companies?
Yeah, because it's the only way we can fight with a big corporation. Now Marriott is #1 hotel industry. It's a huge corporation.
They're buying up everything. They buy up all the hotels?
Yes.
Starwood?
They merge with the Starwood. Yes.
And I just heard that they raised the minimum wage in San Francisco to $15, but some workers here are making close to $15 an hour. Is that true?
No, it's more than that. More than minimum wage.
How much do you make?
$23.
$23. But you worked many years here. But even on 23, how do you live?
I am. Like I say, the company have the capacity to give us more increase in our salary.
And in this country, it seems like the disparity, the difference between the very rich and the poor, the working class, is growing. What do you think about what's going on in our society with that?
Not only here in United States, you know, it's same in Latin America, Europe, you know, South America. You know. Argentina is a big crisis for the same, you know. It's rich and poor, very
Global crisis.
very clear, you know.
Do you think that the workers in this country need to unify with workers around the world?
We are unified right now. That's why we are fighting together.
And do you think management are they bringing in replacement workers or scabs?
They are, but it's not the same, you know. We are professionals. We know our job. They don't know what are they doing.
So it's going to be pretty messy in that hotel.
And then at the end, the guest is not happy with the service.
So because they're not having professionals take care of you.
All the people here, believe me, they are professional. They know what are they doing when they are performing.
They work hard.
It is.
And do you work, how many hours, do you work another job or this is your only job?
No, it's the only one I have.
You're lucky. Many workers have to work 2 jobs.
2 jobs to survive. Yes.
Okay, so and how long are you prepared to stay out to win a good contract?
Till we make a good agreement in favor of us. It doesn't matter the time, but we need to get a good contract.
So maybe you can talk about coming to this country, why you came here and what your life was in El Salvador.
Yes, I'm coming from El Salvador in the 90s.
And why did you come to this country and what was going on in El Salvador?
Well, El Salvador, we suffer a war with 11 years, a war in El Salvador, because it's the same situation in our Central America and South America. The same point is the injustice. The injustice is too deep in our societies.
So the labor conditions were very bad in El Salvador too.
It is. It's totally. It's totally saying they don't recognize the labor of the employee.
And many workers were killed in El Salvador. Trade unionists. Was it very difficult for organizing in El Salvador? For workers?
Well, so after the war, it's the same. Always the employee organize all the time, but it's not the same after the war. Before the war, they have a lot of more voice, more power, like right now. Now it's not too much power. You know, there are same unions, but it's not the same like before the war.
So you were saying what we need is more internationalism, what we need is more solidarity between workers in the United States, workers in El Salvador, workers around the world. Is that going to help working people if we have more international solidarity?
The idea, the problem in El Salvador is the crisis happened when after when they signed the agreement of the peace, they disappear all the unions, and then after that the people start to organizing again, but it's not the same, you know.
So they destroy the trade union movement.
Yes.
I think some people want to do the same here.
Yes, that they destroy it. Yeah, the organizing employees in El Salvador now they disintegrate, and then but the most important is they unify, and that's the power.
In San Francisco is a rich city, all the money, the wealth, billionaires, and yet the conditions for working people here, they're homeless people, people on the street. Does it shock you how bad the conditions are for people in San Francisco?
I am, because there is a lot of resources, economical resources, is in the elite, the politic, too many resources to solve that problem, because this is a shame. There is no housing for that people living in the streets.
So that comes second to profits for these companies.
Yeah, it is. It's true.
My name is Andres Cortez.
You work here?
Yes.
What's going on?
We are our work security, for our benefits, for our race.
What kind of work do you do?
One branch of the housekeeper department is called MRT, made the room already.
So they're making a lot of money, Marriott. It's always busy.
Billions of dollars making. Now Marriott It's the largest in the world. It's in 86 country. And Marriott is grow up very fast. 2 years ago he bought the company is called Starwood. So including a lot of hotel like Hilton's, all the hotel Palace, a lot of hotel.
So, I mean, this is going on all over the country now. Chicago, Boston.
Oh, yes.
I mean, what do you think about having joint action with other hotel workers?
That is a very good impact for us to let the companies, we have the power, you know, because they don't want to deal with our benefits for us.
Living in San Francisco, how do workers here survive? I mean, what's the average wage?
Living in San Francisco is very expensive. You know, only the rent is very expensive to live here in San Francisco. I think it's the second one or the first country more expensive in United States. So that's why, and they raised the minimum wage, $15 per hour, and they almost catch us.
You really?
Yeah. So we almost making almost the minimum wage. So, and they don't want to give our benefits. And
what kind of benefits do you think you need to survive in San Francisco at Marriott Hotel?
Well, we need our benefit like medical. Medical is very expensive. And the companies, where are we right now? The companies don't, like the one who making the medicines, they don't have a control.
Drug companies, pharmaceutical.
Pharmacies and all, making all the companies, they are the richest. But who are the richer are the people who have the money, and they should put control in all the medication, the government.
It's out of control right now.
Yeah, so and it's out of control, and they don't. The companies, they want us to pay a lot of money for
cost shift. So put it on the back of the worker.
Exactly. Yeah. So for them, they can be working for the minimum wage for them. They always like to want to see the people, to be like like nothing.
Slavery.
Slavery, yeah, exactly. So that's why we are here in the street to try to, to get our benefit. What are we asking for?
And many of your co-workers join you? Is there a lot of solidarity here among them?
Yeah, my co-workers are out too over here. Yeah, so enjoying us, and we are almost all in the out.
Strong solidarity here.
Very strong, and we are in 8 hotels here in San Francisco, Marriott hotels. All we are out because it's the bigger company, so we have to say okay, to sign out. If they don't sign out, we will be here. Maybe it can be 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. We will be out.
So you're ready to fight.
We're ready to fight. I don't scare anybody. So that's why we are here, and we support each other, and we have to all my co-workers and union, we got the power around the world.
How long have you worked at the Marriott here?
This October I will have 29 years.
29 years.
29 years working here in the hotel.
So you were here when there was a long struggle to organize this hotel. What happened in that struggle? Because they fought the union for a long time.
I know, when we had struggle, we fought like 5 years or 6 years, something like that.
They didn't want the union.
Yeah, they didn't want the union to come in, and we started fighting, and they thinking the union don't have a power, but they were wrong because we got the power, so we won.
So the members stood together.
Yeah, exactly. Like this time they doing this one, but soon they will sign now, because here in San Francisco, a lot of big companies coming to do business, and probably this week is coming two companies. One this week, another week, the Orec company is big filler out San Francisco. They're losing a lot of millions of dollars. Because
Are the other unions refusing to cross the picket line?
no, they do. They do.
Like,
Right now, we got the remodelation from the building. We have a 15 company from outside. Some company they supporting us. They not working. So and some other like engineering department, they are local 39. They some supporting yesterday like 5 of them. They were here. We have two.
They joined the picket line?
Yeah, they're doing picket line and everything. It's a lot of people supporting us. The community of San Francisco, they supporting us too. Sometimes they bring in some food. Like yesterday, one company bring pizza for us. You know, we need all that kind of support anyway.
You need support from the community.
Oh yeah, of course. Any kind of the help, welcome.
Local 2 is on the strike. All day, all night. All day, all night.
Local 2 is on the strike.
All day, all night.
We the people, we're the ones with the power. They work for us. The government is on their side, but it doesn't matter. We the people will unite and overcome anything because we are strong.
And in 1934, there was a general strike in San Francisco. All the workers shut down. 2 workers were killed here. And you think that the movement of the workers should lead to a general strike, all workers together?
I definitely do, because what affects one of us affects all of us, and we all must be united. We cannot allow these companies to divide us, because that's how they take advantage of us.
So they pit worker against worker.
They've been doing it since the beginning. They look at me, replaceable. They look at all of us, replaceable. They don't care about our health. They don't care about our bodies. As soon as they don't need us, they throw us out. But we're gonna show them that we the people, we have the power.